Do you want to do our cheers?
I would love to do our cheers.
Okay, we're going to do our cheers.
Pass out.
We are recording at about an 8 p.m.
Yep. Practically midnight for me.
Well, basically. And honestly, for me too, I would agree.
We had to have a lotus.
We have to say
Cheers. Dink.
We have to hit it on the table. There we go. Okay, let's try.
A little ASMR.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good though.
It is so good.
You taste the pumpkin.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stunning.
It's just darling.
It really is.
Welcome on back, everybody.
Welcome. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. I hope that the Grammys turned out the way you wanted it.
Yes, absolutely. We definitely have a lot to say on it.
Yes.
Good and bad, for sure.
Yes.
Lots of good. A
Most
little bad.
Exactly. I would like to say that it was like one of the best Grammys that I've watched.
Oh,
like it was
for sure.
So entertaining, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like, oh my god, it was so good, from the performances to the winners to like them actually showing like a good amount of awards this year. I feel like in literally the past like 4 years, it's been like maybe 4 awards that they've shown.
I know. But
this year they actually like showed like a couple.
Yeah.
A couple of them. So.
Yeah. Also, real quick, so I don't forget, Kai was there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you watch his video?
No, I didn't
of going
watch it.
to the Grammys?
No.
You have to watch it.
Okay, I will.
It is. Oh my gosh.
I've seen a couple clips from it.
Yeah, I just love how he forgets who he is.
Right, exactly.
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
He was like every moment of the video, just to like a little snippet, he was like,
yeah,
you know me? You know my name? You're blah, blah, blah. And you know me?
But like literally like he's had the craziest people on his streams. So I'm like, how do you not like understand?
Yeah. If I could just say, just so that you feel inclined to watch it.
Okay.
Because sometimes you might like be like, eh.
Yeah.
He interacted with Blue Ivy.
He interacted with Blue Ivy?
Yes.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
I did see that he interacted with Taylor Swift.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie.
That is a lie.
Oh, it must not have been in the video then. Because there was a video that I saw from like the red carpet. Was it Taylor Swift? Maybe it wasn't Taylor Swift. Was it Miley Cyrus? It was Miley Cyrus. He was like, Hannah Montana.
Yep.
I loved Hannah Montana.
Precisely. But he will get into Taylor Swift on that video.
He gets into Taylor Swift?
Like, he will discuss Taylor Swift in that video.
In what kind of way?
He pretty much wanted to speak to Taylor, and her bodyguards were like, I will literally like slice you in half if you try again.
And you know what? Period. And you know what? Period. Like,
but it's really good.
It's real.
Like, you have to watch it.
Did he interact with Olivia Rodrigo?
I'm not sure. I can't remember about that. May have.
I know there was a couple clips that I saw.
Billy is one.
I don't know if I saw Billy then.
Okay.
Damn.
But it's hilarious the way he was like, the whole like, he just goes through like this series of events where he almost felt like he was a roach, and then all of a sudden he's with Blue Ivy.
Right.
So.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I mean, and then he must have seen her like inside, like actually at the Grammys. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't see anything from him like actually being inside. Yeah. I only saw him on the red carpet.
I did too, until I'm assuming, yeah, I think it was a stream and he just clipped it to YouTube.
Yeah.
And he was like going through the storyline.
Yeah.
And then he had like someone record him, and that's where you could see him like.
Gotcha.
But it was like a 2-minute clip. But him explaining it,
yeah,
and like from him starting where he was, to like getting to the end point was like crazy. Because
he started like not thinking he like should be going, and then
no, it's not even that. Like he literally was at the Grammys, but yet he was still like almost being treated as like peasantry.
Right. Okay.
Which is like crazy to me that like everyone's at the Grammys. Why are there like such like strict?
Yeah.
Like
maybe because like he isn't like a big name in music.
I know,
maybe
but
some
like,
people would just like, if they don't literally know exactly who you are.
I know.
Like they don't even care if you're not a person in music.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Until he got his credentials, if you will. But it's like,
oh, gotcha.
He's Kai.
Yeah. Yeah, I
like,
know.
It was it's just hilarious. Like you have to like
watch it.
You have to watch it. It's like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to mention that because that shit was hilarious.
I don't know how or when he became like such a popular person. Mm-hmm. It just felt like overnight, like everybody knew who he was.
I know.
But there's not like one thing I can specifically like remember him blowing up for.
Yeah.
I do remember the one like Nicki Minaj clip he had where she was like schooling him.
Yeah, but that was after.
I know that's what I was gonna say.
That was
like
so long after. I feel.
I don't know how or when he got big.
Javette tells me about like the rats that he had in his like Bronx room.
Rats?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he's from the Bronx, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, so his old room, like he would have rats, and there would be a clip of him with like rats running in the background, and he still had that chair, like
oh my
he
god,
has this one chair that he sits in, like taped up. It looks
god awful.
Like
that could probably sell for so much money.
Oh, for sure.
God.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I'm pretty sure like Kevin Hart had commented on it too, and he was like, "This chair is like never going anywhere."
I'm surprised he's still like, it still works like as a chair.
I know, because he throws that shit around.
That's true. I know. I've seen like.
Yes.
I've never sat and watched like one of his streams like ever, and I kind of pride myself on that. I'm like, I'm not tainted by him yet.
That's not even something to be prideful about. He's hilarious.
I know. I just am. Like, I haven't. I don't know who that
okay, well, you're gonna watch the Grammy one.
No, I will watch that for sure.
That
no, I'm
good.
sayve like I've never like
watched a stream.
No. Yeah, no, I've never. Actually, I don't think I've ever even watched a
like YouTube video.
I saw clips of it on TikTok, but that's like it.
Okay, he's really funny.
Yeah,
and like specifically him, and I forget the other guy's name. I can't remember it, but they did like beating Minecraft.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. And
they stayed up forever.
Yeah,
like days.
I don't know.
And that shit was hilarious.
Something about the screaming, like they get loud a lot.
Yes,
that like triggers me.
That's understandable.
Can we not?
Yeah,
can we not be doing that? I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, I feel like I could understand that, but with Kai, he's just so funny.
Yeah, like
it doesn't. I think at first it may have bothered me, but it doesn't bother me now.
Yeah,
like I just find him really, the way he like just. I don't know. He's just like I can't think of the phrase, but he just like captures like his audience, I feel. Yeah. Like I don't know.
And he's like unintentionally funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. He definitely is like funny.
Yeah.
Like obviously because I've seen
like
the clips. Of him. Yeah. But I don't know. I just like have never I don't know. That's just not my side of the internet.
Yeah, I know.
It's like even though it is though, because it's like he has hella music people on there.
I know.
I just like,
and you will never know who like Kai, like you just never know when Kai is going to appear.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know, but
I know him going to the Grammys like that's so crazy.
I was shocked. I realized he was at the Grammys from the Glam Bot. That was where it first like.
He did a glam bot?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh god.
You have to watch.
In my memory, I think I'm remembering something. I didn't see it, but I feel like I remember somebody talking about it.
Yeah, he
like
flips.
flipped. Yeah.
Yes. He's just so funny.
Oh God. Not
Yeah.
that, and that's just like not the point of a glam bot. Like
not
at all.
But then at
Literally
the end, he's like,
slow-mo.
I think he was like asking, like, is it good? And the guy's like, well, you flipped, like you're on the ground.
The camera's up here.
Like, I don't know. He's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. He's just too funny to
A
me.
character.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. God.
So yeah, I just had to mention that. I've been wanting to say that to you.
I'll watch that. I'll make sure to watch it.
I'll send it to you too as a reminder.
Period.
Until you watch it. And if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna make you watch it tomorrow.
Okay. Absolutely. Understand. I understand.
Okay, so do we want to like pivot real quick?
Sure, we can pivot. What are we pivoting to?
Tomorrow, before we get into the nitty gritty.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Absolutely. Okay. So tomorrow's the Super Bowl.
Shocker.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I feel like it's so fast. Like I can't believe it's already the Super Bowl.
I don't know how, but also it felt like it took 100 weeks to get to this. I feel like it was like 35 weeks from us like actually finding out that the Chiefs were going, and then in between that and the actual Super Bowl, that's about 137 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, but now all of a sudden it's feeling like it came up on us like a little too fast.
I know.
Now I'm not prepared.
But it almost, to me, feels like it's Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's Day is the same day, and it's the last day of the month.
And we're going on vacation next week.
Exactly. It is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's too much going on all at once. It's in a part of the year that we usually never have anything going on.
Never.
Yeah.
Just depression.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The only thing that we ever do early in the year is St. Patrick's Day.
That's the only thing.
And this is all happening before St. Patrick's Day.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because usually we have that like 3-month break in between the hellish holidays.
Yeah.
And then obviously.
And then St. Patrick's Day is just like the most stress-free, carefree,
calm, family
fun.
FFD kind of day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
yeah.
The St. Patrick's Day meat and potatoes and cabbage, like nothing will ever touch that.
No.
A little rainbow somewhere.
Yeah. A little gold, a leprechauness or something. That's it.
A fun fact, for whatever reason, Chris is just able to look at a patch of clovers and find like 4 4-leaf clovers every time.
Absolutely.
We'll have to share how many you find that day.
Oh, 100%. I can do so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just think that is like, it always like impresses me that you're just like, oh, 4-leaf clover. Oh, 4-leaf clover. And I'm just like,
I think it's just like pattern recognition.
Yeah.
Because like if I see one, it'll catch my eye if it looks different than the other ones.
Yeah.
And obviously they do.
Yeah.
But then there's sometimes where it'll like trick me. And I'll like look at it. I'll be like, oh, that's a 4-leaf clover. And then I'll pick it up and it'll be 3.
Yeah.
And it was like overlapping.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I don't know. But I feel like I've honed my craft.
Yeah. And it's like such a niche thing.
Yeah. It's a party trick.
It is. It's just crazy.
I can go into any like bed of clovers and find at least like 4-leaf clovers.
But like within like 30 seconds or it's like always very fast.
That's
like,
my Rubik's Cube.
It is.
It's literally my Rubik's Cube.
No, it's crazy. Because I
God.
swear you'll just look down and you'll be like, oh, 4-leaf clover. And I'm like, and then I'll look for 10 minutes and I'm nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is crazy. And I believe that it's like your mind is able to process it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like if you were to like look and find one, you would start finding more, because I feel like until I found one, I could never. Maybe I never tried.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember like finding one, but also at the same time that I found one, I found 5 at the same time.
Yeah.
So
but also you have like a photographic memory.
But that's just not true. Maybe like a photographic for like a day's worth of time, but then after that, screwed.
That's not true.
But it's like specific things that I will like remember.
But it's like a lot of specific things. You have to think like it's not just someone just happened to talk about a giant squid in the ocean and you just learned about that for 6 months. It's not like that.
No.
It's like very particular things.
Yeah.
That you're like, oh yeah, in 4th grade, Mrs. X, Y, and Z taught us this when we were learning about this, and we had pizza for lunch that day.
Right.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, like...
like, you always have to give a backstory, too.
But you bringing up 4th grade is making me think of I had a teacher, her name was Miss Bailey. Well, in 4th grade, we started to do, like, the switching of classes.
Yes.
But it was, like, we would switch in the hall, like, based on where the room was.
Okay.
So it wasn't, like, we're actually, like, all had different schedules.
Yeah.
It was, like, we just started at a homeroom and then all went in the same, like, direction.
Yes.
But
I didn't do that till 5th grade.
See, in 5th grade, we had, like, different schedules.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I did the class, like, our class would be English and something in this class with this teacher. And then the whole class would switch with the other teacher for, like, science and math.
Yeah. Ours was... I can't even remember. I think it was reading... Yeah, I think we started in ELA, went to math, went to science, went to social studies. And that was like...
So you had 4
my
teachers.
schedule, at least. Yeah.
We only had 2 in 5th.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I had 5.
That's crazy.
Oh, wait.
Well, like the gym and stuff was a different teacher.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But the
That's
core
true.
Ones were... And then there was like a computer class room.
Ours... How did you break up, like... specials? How did you break that up?
See, I can't remember, but I do remember we didn't have art, I don't think. We had music, but we didn't do music all the time. Yeah. And then we had computers and gym, which I remember doing computers and gym a lot. Yeah. So
I know they switched it up toward the end of like the time that I was in elementary school. Things started to change. Yeah. Because we didn't have music, we had art, but then they added in music the last year because they had taken it. Oh my god! And I'm literally remembering like Miss Bunton, that was the music teacher, and then I remember her leaving in like 2nd grade.
She came back in 5th grade.
No, she didn't. She never came back, which is unfortunate because she was queen. Yeah. They got somebody else, which I was not a fan of her. She was not my favorite teacher, but I do remember 5th grade, we had music. We had like an alternative science. I don't know, like it was weird. I can't even remember like specifically the name because they took away our computer class. We didn't have a computer class anymore.
Okay, fun fact about computer class. Yes. When we had computer class in 5th grade, the teacher did not monitor us on the computers. And I don't think that we even honestly, I don't think that she even like taught us. Like, I don't think we had, I don't remember us having like actual things to do on the computer or like teachings or whatever. Yeah. So there was this game thing, pretty much like a chat room.
Chat room?
Yeah. It was like where you had avatars. What? And you like chatted.
Wait, was it like Pop Tropica?
I don't know. There were people. They were like people in like a city type of thing.
I don't know.
And you like would walk around.
Yeah, that sounds like Pop Tropica. Okay. Did it look like a little cartoonish?
It was.
I think that was Pop Tropica.
Okay, we'll have to look afterwards. Yeah. But you could talk to like anyone, anywhere
on it. Yeah.
And you're in 5th grade. Yeah. And I remember I must have told Mother at some point like what we were doing in there. Yeah. And she complained.
No way.
And so we couldn't do it anymore. Yeah.
I think the last time that I was in computer class, we definitely like didn't have any, like she wasn't like teaching us about computers. Yeah, she was just kind of sat in there like with her. Yeah. And like they would make us do like IS, like Imagination Station. Okay. Which was like, it would like, you could like learn to read and stuff like that, but there was like games to it as well. Okay. But I don't know if you remember how the classroom was set up, because it was literally set up the exact same way every single year that I went there. So I guess it never changed, but it was like there was computers all around the room, and then there was center. Yes. So everybody would try to run to get the ones on the back in the center so that she could never see it.
Yeah, and you would know if she was coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we would play cool math. That would always be, because I would like remember what day we were going so that I could like try to become the like leader of the line.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You always have that big brain energy.
Well, can I say? But yes. So we had my last year. We had gym, music, art, and that science class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I remember in 5th grade we had she got like Madagascar roaches.
What the?
Yeah, I don't know what they were.
Who?
And you know what? I don't know if I should say, because you know.
She was the one that brought them? That's crazy.
And I would like to also note that she specifically told us in class that the way she would handle, like, if her kid misbehaved or, like, was, like, I don't know, like, arguing with their sibling or did something to their sibling or whatever, they pretty much had to, like, be their sibling's servant for the day.
No way.
Swear to God.
I'm asking them.
Swear.
I will ask.
Yes.
I have to know.
Yes. She was like,
that
pretty
is
much
crazy.
whatever they want done that day, they have to serve them.
She had
as
so
a punishment.
many kids.
I know. And I think that's why I don't know if that was something that someone had asked her. And she always, like, to me, spilled a little too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would say so.
And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that is such a weird...
I know. And I feel like because she was in the school system and, like, all of her children were in the school system at the same time, it was like there was somebody in each grade who, like, knew about her and knew about her family.
Yeah.
And, like, that was just, like, a whole, like, ordeal.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, I mean, she even had kids younger than me.
Yeah.
Like, there was, like, 2 of them.
Yeah.
That were younger than me.
Yeah.
One a grade below, and then another one, like, 2 other grades below. Which is, I mean, I don't know how you have so many kids. It's actually, like,
dude, I don't
so
even know.
many children.
Yeah.
So
and
many.
the fact that they were all in the school, I don't know. It's just...
There was at least 2 in the school system when you were there.
Probably, but none in... I don't remember any in my grade.
There was no... I don't think there was any in your grade.
Yeah.
I know one of them was in Cameron's grade.
Oh, okay.
And then one of them was 2 grades above me.
Okay.
And then a grade below me. And then, like, 3 grades below me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, like, Mom probably still remembers her to this day because she had to go up to the school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, she was like,
but
she was one of my favorite teachers.
I know, but there was an issue with
you because she yelled at you or something like that, right? Or she wouldn't, like, correct the grade.
It was something about the grading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had, like, graded you wrong, or, like, you said you didn't understand something or something like that.
It was weird. It was almost like, I think she had a way she would go about things.
Yeah.
In a way that wasn't like a proper way to handle things.
Right.
Just like how she explained that story about her kids.
Yeah.
It was kind of like strange.
Yeah.
You know? I
For
feel
sure.
like she tried to implement things that
was like her values.
Exactly.
She was putting her values in the classroom.
Yeah. So I think she probably had to, like, evolve and, like, learn like proper procedure maybe.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that she was, like, ever rude. Or I think that she was
just a little kooky.
Exactly.
She was just a little kooky.
Yeah. Some things were just a little like
interesting.
Okay.
Which I will say, one thing that was, like, is so embedded in my head is, like, and now I feel like I'm sharing just a little bit too much, but it's okay. She literally followed because obviously somebody connected to her.
Yeah.
We were in the same grade.
Yeah.
But she would, like, follow us. She was following us throughout school.
Yeah.
Like, she was my 3rd grade teacher. And then when I got to middle school, she became a middle school teacher. And I had her again.
Yeah.
And then when we left middle school, she became the what's it called? The librarian. She became a librarian, but she would like handle Beta Club.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so weird, but like
I
she
can't
literally
believe she
followed us.
became a librarian.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's because she was like the leader of so many things. She was leader of Beta Club. She was leader of Lego Club.
Gotcha.
There was like our Lego League. Like there were so many things that she was doing.
Yeah.
As well, and I'm sure it had to have done with something like her being like older too.
Yeah.
Obviously, she was a teacher for so long.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if she is anymore still.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was still.
Yeah.
But
or in
so
doing
crazy.
something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always find that so odd that like that's the person that we like really crossed paths with.
Like
you know?
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides the bus driver.
Besides the bus driver. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyways.
No, yeah.
On another note.
I don't even know how we started
I don't know.
talking about that.
I don't know.
But I feel like there was something I was like wanting to say too, but I forgot what I was gonna say just real fast. When we were in 5th grade, we were in the trailers. Were you ever in the trailers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I remember being in the trailers and having to switch classes. And that was like the first like introduction of switching classes. And I remember like so many people getting lost for like the first like 3 weeks. Like it was like we were doing it for a while at that point. People were still like going to the wrong class.
Aww.
But it's like
y'all were just wees.
I know that's true. But like in my head we were grown. Like if a lot of like all the people that I was friends with, like we understood like what to do. Like why do you not know what to do? You know what I mean? I was like, okay. But anywho, also I do remember in 5th grade being friends with one of the teachers she was the math teacher. And she was like maybe 22 years old. She was like, wow, she was young.
Yeah.
And she was a blast and a half. I remember we would just like take Snapchats with her.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And I'm sure we were like her streaks. Like I know she was sending it to people.
Yeah.
I know she was. But like there's literally still photos of us like on her Facebook.
That's wild.
No, I know, but like I so vividly remember like we were like friends with, like we were literally her friends.
Yeah.
And like if I didn't want to do my work, like I would just clean her desk. Like that was literally a thing that we had, like a pact we had made. Like if I didn't want to do my work for the day, I would just have to clean her desk.
Wow.
And obviously my interior design brain, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Put this here, 100 for the day.
No, it's so weird that you would like connect with teachers like that. Because I feel like all through your school career, you did that.
I tried.
Yeah.
You just have to get in good with them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was like the first instance of like getting into their psyche.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like after that, middle school was like a little different for the first 2 years. I don't think there was really anybody that I was like too close with. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. But I can't remember her name. It was whoever directed theater or like the theater club for middle school. That teacher specifically, I was like really close with her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no. Actually, like I can think of somebody every year.
No,
in
because
7th grade,
I always had the most trifling people. Because I want to talk on 6th grade. I remember specifically the math teacher that I had.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I remember she talked about Evanescence.
I wish I knew who this was. Do you know her name?
No. But I know she was a kook, man.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I don't have my kids and I've had to get drug tested and I'm being accused of this. Like, my ex is.
Oh my God.
Like, we're your students.
That is crazy.
Like, just piling it on us. And we're like, oh, hello?
Y'all are children, by the way.
Yes.
That's literally like...
That's crazy, right? Like, she was...
God.
Oh,
oversharing.
Oh, way oversharing. And I just remember her specifically at that time being like, I'm going to an Evanescence concert. And I'm like...
That's so lit, though.
I know. But, like, she was crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
And, like...
And then
so
that was like the
strange.
first also, I feel like that was like a big year because that's when there was the election and Barack Obama was running. And I had...
Wow, you were in 6th grade. That is crazy.
And
I was in 3rd. Wait. Oh, no, I was in 3rd for the second election. Continue,
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like... I had a Black history teacher.
Yeah.
Or social studies teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember him like obviously like really talking about it.
Yeah.
And he was like expressing like, I'm voting for Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, but why?
Right.
And he was like, well, he's going to be the first Black president. And I was like, yeah, but that's not like a good enough reason.
Right.
Like I had like
so
I
naive.
had so much
So naive, yeah.
I had so much learning to do and like I just remember that vividly like not making sense to me.
Right.
I was like, that's not a good enough reason.
Yeah.
In my head.
Yeah.
And like this guy's like, man, if this white girl don't get out of my face.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
But that was the first time I remember like besides like pop discussing like, you know, you have a right to vote, make sure you always express your right to vote.
Right.
But it was never like in detail, like
right.
I never
for a specific
really,
party.
never.
Like,
it was just like that was really like the first time that it was like I don't know, it was just like it was just like a
standout memory.
Yeah.
Like a core memory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For politics and like now being like older, wiser and like comprehending, like my frontal lobe is formed all the way. It makes sense. And I'm like,
yeah.
And like, obviously there's probably a ton of like, no one's going to go into everything.
No.
Obviously either with a 6th grader.
Right.
Or whatever.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
But I just remember like, it was just, I just can only imagine what that guy like thought.
Yeah.
With,
God.
yeah. Because he's teaching history and we're just like, think we know everything and also like nothing
at all.
We know nothing.
Right. And like there was so much work to be done at that point.
Yeah.
Because
and like
that's
what
literally
like,
2008.
I know, like what a huge time. And like I do love that I have that memory of people.
Yeah.
It was such a big deal that people were talking about it and like otherwise I don't remember any of the other elections besides before Barack Obama. Like, I don't remember any discussion about it. Nothing like that, you know? But, and like he was he was a cool history teacher. I remember like actually like when he talks about like the,
what is it?
9/11? What is
9/11?
it? No, I mean he did do that too. But the slave trade.
Oh, okay.
He went into such detail. Like, he was just really good at like explaining and emphasizing on things. Yeah. It was not where he was just following like a curriculum.
Right.
It was like he wanted you to understand.
There were specific things that he was wanting to let people know.
Yeah. And I don't feel like everyone, some teachers just like gloss over things.
Yeah.
And some teachers really like try to embed it.
For sure. I know like, 100%, especially because like I was in 7th grade when the Trump election was like going on, the first one. And I had a Black history teacher and she was like, she would not talk about politics, even though literally every other teacher would. And it was like a big thing, obviously, that they were talking about.
Yeah.
But she was the only one that was like, you form your own opinion. Form your own opinion and you'll know. But then the things that we would learn in class, now like thinking back on it, it was like she focused heavily on like slaves and like World War II and like a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. And
she
I
was
always
amazing.
I was always like super, it was like really easy to follow along with history, social studies.
Yeah,
it's very intriguing.
Yeah.
You know?
And like specifically the 7th grade teacher, I remember her being like, she treated us like adults pretty much.
Yeah.
And she, at the end of the year, which I low-key think she got fired, but she let us watch a rated R movie.
Wow.
She was like, because we had gotten all good grades, literally everyone in the class had like over like an 85 in the class.
Wow.
It was, and because we were all like, she was like, we were engaged.
Yeah.
Anytime she was like actually like teaching something, we were like focusing.
Yeah.
And she just let us pick a movie. She was like, I mean, whatever y'all want to pick. She pulled up Netflix and she let us watch, and we watched Hush.
Okay.
Which was a movie about a girl who was deaf, and her boyfriend was like a killer, and he was like trying to kill her throughout this entire movie. It was horrifying. Such a good movie though.
Yeah.
It was such a good movie. But I remember like there being tea and drama, and then there were starting to be whispers, and then at like, I think it was like the next semester, she was only there for half the semester, and she just like suddenly wasn't there anymore. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And she was never there again.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
and
but
you know,
I've
kind of like, I'm pretty sure I've like told you this, but there was in high school, I think I've told you I had an English teacher twice, the same English teacher in 10th and 12th grade.
I don't know.
Well, I really like loved his class.
Yeah.
I thought that like the engagement wise, like I thought he was so okay.
Yeah.
And I just remember like we would go through like different, although peeping back now, like him having us say certain words that like you shouldn't say.
Yeah.
And like then it was like you have to say it.
Right.
And you need to say it because that's like
it's the literature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would go like, I remember specifically like with like, is it like what's that movie with Schindler's List? Is that what it is?
I have no idea what that is.
The Holocaust movie.
Oh, The Boy with the Seven Stripes?
No, it's not that. It's
Striped
something
Pajamas.
else. Yeah, it's not that.
I don't know a Holocaust movie.
I think it's that. I think it's Schindler's List. Because I think we watched it.
Oh my god. That's crazy for it to be literally an ELA class.
But that's what I was going to tell you is like.
All I can think of is like.
That.
It is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy. And it was after reading one of the books.
Yeah.
But he would do, it was almost like it was like also historical.
Yeah.
I feel like almost everything that we would read and learn about, it was like historical. But it was always so about like, yeah, it was just like, there was that, a lot of the Holocaust.
Yeah.
A lot of like, who wrote Macbeth?
Shakespeare.
A lot of Shakespeare stuff.
Wow.
Which Shakespeare's kind of like dark, I feel.
I literally never in my school history ever touched Shakespeare. We never talked about it once.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then like there were some books that were around, I can't remember what they were called, but around like, I don't know. I don't think they were slavery. I don't think it was slavery specifically,
was it
but
like civil rights?
What is it? The like Jim Crow.
Oh, Jim Crow laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, around that, and then something else. I can't remember. But I remember like always being like thinking that he was this like, also because he was from up north, so.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like
you thought he was like a very progressive guy.
Yeah, because like New York is just like there's so many types of people there.
Yeah,
and the way he would like, at least the way I took it was that he was trying to emphasize, like, you know, why would people think this way? Why would, like, what do you think the author would have thought? And, you know, he would have us watch these, like, really, or talk about these really, like, terrible things.
Yeah.
And then I just remember, like, he was probably the only teacher I ever had on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then he just, like, was completely, like, pissed off after the stuff happened with
Biden winning.
Not necessarily. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that was after Biden won.
Was it like the January 6th riots, stuff like that?
All that stuff. Like all the Black Lives Matter and
oh yeah, all just like the 2020 things.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
And like I was really taken aback.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
because you just like view your teachers differently when you're in school.
Yeah. And then
like you're around them.
Yeah. And like just the way he presented himself, I expected more.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like a white straight teacher.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, he kind of fits the
description.
Yeah. But like, I thought differently of him because I feel like he presented himself differently.
Right.
But then like after that, I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Was I like misinterpreting everything?
Right. You were, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, what was he trying to teach me?
Right.
What were you trying to say?
Yeah. But it's weird to think about like now, like being an adult.
Yeah.
Like things that you would talk about in school with teachers or like even things that like teachers would do. Yeah. Is so strange.
I know.
Because like I'm also thinking about in 7th grade, there was this ELA teacher, which I mean maybe it was 6th grade. It might have been 6th grade. Mm-hmm. There was this ELA teacher and his name was Mr. Kenny, and we all like had the biggest crush on him because he was like an attractive man. Yeah. And I feel like thinking back on it, like he played into it though. Right. Like, and that's so weird.
That is weird.
That is so weird. Like there was like always like the girls who would like want to go and be in Mr. Kenny's class.
Gotcha.
And he would let them. But like that is weird.
Yeah.
Like and this man was like 27, 28. And it's like we're 12.
Yeah, that's what I find like
that is weird.
I agree.
Like same thing with the teachers. That I had a teacher in high school.
Yeah.
Who she was our American government teacher, and she loved when the senior football players would come in, and they would be in there all the time.
That is crazy.
Like, this is getting a little weird.
Yeah.
Why are they in here so much?
Yeah.
Especially like there was like a couple who like we literally thought that like she was cheating on her husband.
Yeah.
With like
because it was
this
that
18-year-old student.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is insane. And then they would just be gone. Like she just randomly disappeared. Wow. I can't even like remember her name right now, but I can see her face in my head. I want to say it was like Miss Richardson. Yeah. But that doesn't like sound right. I don't know. But
and see, like it could have definitely been that like someone's parents like mentioned something and they were like, this is getting too like
too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something had to have been.
Because like I don't know.
And then I think about like all the teachers who like were not necessarily rude, but were like really strict and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, somebody had to be damn.
I know, but I feel like there were a lot of teachers that were able to be professional. Yes. And have fun.
Joke around, make it fun. Make it
vibes. But then there were some who were like
taking it too far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I don't feel like it should be that you could be one or the other. I think that the people who like this is your job.
Exactly.
And also like we're young, impressionable sponges.
Literally.
You know? And it's crazy that like you have all these different types of people teaching you and they have their own beliefs or they're religious or they have their own biases.
Yep.
And then by the time, you know, you're obviously like you're younger than me, but like you're pretty like in tune, and I just feel like, especially like with time, because I don't know, like
it was a different time when you were in school rather than like when I was in school.
Yeah, because I feel like halfway through your school career, a lot of stuff started to become like TV. This stuff wasn't allowed anymore, and like a lot of stuff in all of society was like not acceptable. Yeah, but like even when you like watch reruns for like Jersey Shore, for instance, it's like unhinged as fuck. Mm-hmm. So it was like everything was just unhinged. Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah. Which is unfortunately when you attended school.
Yes. So, but like now, like into adulthood and like high school and like, because I feel like middle school really like kind of, and also like we went to school with a very diverse group of people.
For sure. Which honestly, like, so grateful for.
I am too.
Because like, who knows? We could be just like the fucking regular old
hillbillies.
Yes. Truly scary business.
I know. Yeah. So like, I just think that and having like diverse teachers and like I feel like all of that comes into play.
For sure.
But as you're older, you realize like that the people, because to me, like if you're teaching, especially like young people, you should really be teaching for them to be free thinkers and kind. And like, I know obviously people don't think that. Yeah. They want them to, they just want to raise like minded people. Yeah. But, it's crazy for me to like think back, and now I'm like, wow, I thought they were like upstanding, like cared about it. 'Cause I wouldn't see them specifically treat anyone indifferently. Yeah. But I almost am like, were you trying to like make like comments that would
make you think a certain way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I just wonder.
It is strange.
Because it's like, people phrase things really weird and stuff. And then
exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's crazy.
It is. And like, I also like am happy that there was like, I never had like just a white man principal. That was like never something I had. Mm-hmm. It was always a woman or black man.
I don't think I ever had a white man either. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I only had women, and I had a black. I'm trying to think.
Do you ever have Mr. Sands?
Yeah.
Mr. Sands was in high school for when you were there, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I had a black male principal in middle school and a black woman principal, but she used to be like the vice principal.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, so I had pretty sure, because in middle school I went somewhere else for 7th grade, but I don't know who the principal was there. Yeah. That probably was a white person, actually.
Maybe.
Because that area.
Yeah.
But at least in Georgia, I had I'm pretty sure it was a black man and then a black woman. Yeah. And then, high school, I don't remember there being a white man.
Yeah. I for sure never had a white man. Because I remember Mr. Warden, that was like elementary school. Middle school, it was
I literally can't remember.
Mr. Sands.
Dang.
And then for high school, it was, I think it was that white woman.
Was she not there when I was? Like,
maybe she might have
been. I swear she
think
was.
Mr. Sands was there. I know that they would like go in and out because I know she got taken out because there was like an incident with her being like drunk or something like that. Yeah. And then she was like removed from being the principal, and then they put her back in back in the position. But
because I don't think it was that she was drunk. I think it was because she was drinking during a school trip.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which like. You're working.
Yeah, for sure.
So
it was like one of those trips where you like go overseas, right? It was like one of the UK or trips or Europe trip or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's on them, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. I have one visceral memory of her coming into like one of our last pep rallies we had because they eventually got banned. Yeah. She came in on rollerblades.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, what are you doing? Like, she was so kooky. She was so crazy.
And I almost feel like she got crazier as the years went on.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah. And the only reason they stopped the pep rally or they stopped pep rallies in general was because they were taking away every fun thing that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, and I want to say, I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it correctly, but I think they tore off the like lift gate on one of the assistant principal's trucks.
No way.
And like slid it across the ground to like scratch it up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened. That was like a senior prank. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then
that's crazy.
They stopped the pep rallies. There was like a senior pep rally. This is when I was a junior.
But was this also not part of like the political stuff too?
Oh, 100% it was.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I remember you constantly every day being like, I'm going to wear what I want to wear.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I literally fought with the principal.
I know.
I can't remember her name. Oh, my God. I would call her out if I knew her name.
I know you would, because you would email her.
Yes.
You would.
Me and Cassie both.
Yeah.
We were emailing her because they were saying that we had to have our webcams on for us doing school, which honestly, like now I'm like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But we literally fought that shit and we came up victorious. So like, obviously we felt like badasses. Like we literally got her to send out a mass email to the entire school saying, if you don't want to turn on your webcam, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Also, her sending out a big ass email saying, you cannot wear anything political to school, but anyone who wore Trump anything, nothing happened to them.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, heard. Wore my Biden sweater.
Yeah. But also, she probably knew that if she were to send someone with a Trump sweater home, it would be hell for her.
It would. It would.
She knew it would be.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why she said that.
Exactly.
Because there's no way she was going to target them.
I do remember, because this is when I was doing dual enrollment. So I would literally only go to school for 2 classes.
Yeah.
It was my chemistry class and my ELA class.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go there and I would go in halfway through the day. And I remember the people at the front desk being like, you need to take your sweater off. And I was like, no. And I just kept going to school. I mean, they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then my 2 teachers that I had that year, which honestly, one of them, I mean, she probably is a Trump supporter, but she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But my chemistry teacher, she was like a younger black woman. And when she saw my sweater, she was like,
Instant
like,
A.
Exactly. Literally. I was like, oh my God, I love you. I love
literally.
you, by the way. Her name was Miss Hightower. You were lit.
Yeah.
She was like a brand new teacher to the school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I was like, I got her.
Yeah.
This is when we're still like sitting 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Like, crazy times.
Yeah.
So crazy.
It is. Like, I don't know. It's just nuts.
Yeah. I just don't even
like,
know.
Crazy how we've had 2 different experiences too.
For sure.
Just
because of the time period.
Yeah. And
things that have happened
changing
in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is so crazy.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I've been out of school for 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I know.
Oh my God.
I feel like I was just watching you in your chorus assembly.
I cannot escape this chorus shit. Which, oh my God, Miss Sink, if you are out there, Miss Sink, I know you're listening.
She's always supported you.
I love you so much. We miss you. Miss Sink was incredible.
Yeah.
She was like a once in a lifetime. I'm not going to look you up because I'm scared you're a Trump supporter.
You're just going to like sit with a happy memory.
Exactly.
And that's fair.
Yeah. Which, wait, actually, she might not be though. She was married to a black man. Pretty sure.
No, but that doesn't matter. Sometimes,
it doesn't.
you know, was it like the governor or
like,
something? Who's like married to a white woman and...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
Not the governor.
No, you're thinking of J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
Married to...
No, I'm not thinking of Vance. I'm talking about the black man in Georgia. who voted against Roe v. Wade.
Oh, you're thinking of Walker.
Yeah.
What's his name?
What is he? A senator?
He was a senator. And he was running to be a senator.
Okay.
He's not a senator. I think he was like a mayor of like some city. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he's trifling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I trying to say?
Sorry.
Oh, my teacher, my chorus teacher. Well, he was really the band teacher. He was the band and chorus teacher.
Yeah.
He, after Miss Sink left, he came in 8th grade, and we were all like so like off about him. We were like, we don't know who this man is. Like, he was quirky and weird, and eventually, obviously, like toward the end of the year, it was like, that's my man. Like, he was so kind.
Yeah.
He was, I could not tell you his name. Watford. Literally every single time I say I can't remember, I remember their name. Mr. Watford. He was lit. But we like were so off about him. We were like, I don't know. Like, it was like weird. Like, he gave off like a weird vibe.
Yeah.
But we were like, I remember specifically us trying to like think about like who he was with, because obviously like what else were we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then we were so shocked when he came to our chorus performance with a black woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were like, okay.
We were like, hold on, Mr. Watford. What
I
are you doing?
Say you had a husband.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been surprised, but he came. I'm pretty sure it was his wife.
Yeah.
Black woman, lit, and I'm pretty sure they have kids now.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, wow.
Little chiles.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there was any other like weird teachers beside Mr. Kenny. He was like a little weird with the students. Like,
I will say like one, actually, because we forgot to mention, and I feel like we do need to give the accolades to Coach B.
Oh my God, Coach B.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yep. Because we had that one interchangeable like teacher, but Coach B was like, for sure. We both had Coach B.
Did you have Coach Woodruff? Elementary school?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
White woman
with the
blonde
hair. Mm-hmm.
Coach Woodruff, you're lit too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do think that she passed away.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. I'm pretty sure she had like cancer or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. Coach Woodruff, you were lit. Or are lit. If you're still alive. Oh, which I don't think she is, but there's a possibility. But Coach B, oh my God. Coach B, you were so real.
Coach B was.
I loved Coach B so much.
Same.
And like, she, like, we just got each other.
Yeah.
On like a different level. I think definitely had to have been like something like a little gay there. Like, there was like, she knew, like, she understood, but also she would just like let me walk. Like, I did never have to do anything in her.
Yeah.
In gym at all. She was just like,
I don't know, she just was like so good. She was just the chillest person.
Literally.
Also, when she had to be strict, she was strict.
Absolutely.
But she was never rude. She just had her.
Yeah. No.
Like, I don't know. I just never had ever experienced her being like, she just was very to the point. But
yeah. Very blunt. Very blunt.
Very
woman
blunt.
too.
Yeah. I think like there's a difference between rude and blunt.
Yeah.
She was blunt, but
I mean, I definitely would say that there was a couple times where she was a little rude.
Really?
But it was never, I mean, it was like for good reason. Like, there would be some times where some of the students would be acting trifling as hell.
Okay. So maybe that, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I just never experienced
it was never
her.
like uncalled for though.
Okay.
And it was rare.
Yeah.
And when you got Coach B mad, you would hope and pray that you did not have gym.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be bad for you.
Which definitely, like, I think sometimes when the teachers would snap, it was warranted.
100%.
No, but remember we also talked about like the math teacher in high school that would always have to go and take a cigarette break. No, remember I told you that there was my math teacher senior year. We had lunch in the middle of the class.
Oh, yes.
And he would always have to go take a cigarette break.
Yes. Which honestly, hey, And I get that too.
I know,
Like I
it's
do
just
get
so
it.
funny.
Because kids are crazy.
Yeah.
My French teacher in high school, Dr. Brousseau, you have some things coming for you if they haven't happened already. Karma, it will find you. But we literally had a theory that he lived in the ceiling.
No, he was like the lizard people in the
because he was always there. He was always at the school. So we were all like, something's weird.
Yeah.
Something's weird there. Why is he just like always around?
Wow.
And then eventually he became a part of like the school board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was so strange. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, you're a French teacher. Like, what do you have to do with the school board? Like, I that made no sense to me.
Yeah.
But fuck you. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And I kept my phone, and you weren't gonna get that bitch.
Period.
Fuck you, Dr. Brousseau. You did teach well, though. I will say, and thank you for introducing me to that worm song. Because that worm song was lit.
I knew you were gonna bring that shit up.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, onze, douze,
I'm
treize,
so sick of you talking about the fucking worm song.
dix-sept, dix-huit, dix-neuf, vingt.
Oh my gosh.
It was so lit. Anytime we put that on, we would literally vibe. It was so lit. And I also did love that in the like language classes, you would literally take on a new name. It was like a new persona. It was literally like we were doing drag. We were in French class. We were in French class doing drag. It's literally.
I was not expecting that.
And we literally were. That's exactly what we were doing. And my name was Calix. It's like, I gotta find something with a C. Obviously, I had to keep my C. And I was Calix. And then my friend Maggie, she was Eloise. Oh my God. And I sat across from her. And we just literally had it was so much fun.
Yeah.
We absolutely got on his fucking nerves.
Yeah.
He hated us so much, especially because we sat all the way at the front of the class. Anytime anybody would he would be teaching up at the board, or like anybody would be up there presenting at the board, we would be like pretending to be like really serious and like really understand, and he'd be like, he hated us. He hated us so much. Yes, it was so funny. And there would be all the time he'd be like, no talking. But he would say it in French, of course, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But I also remember everybody asking him to go to the bathroom, not in French, because it would get him so mad. Because he was one of those people who's like, if you're going to ask him a question, it has to be in French.
Wow.
And he would get it was so easy to trigger him, which like obviously we're teenagers.
So you guys like ate it up.
It was incredible. It was perfect. And we fucking tortured that man. No wonder he went on school board. He was like, we got to get these students right. We got to get these students because they're hellions.
You pushed him over the edge.
Absolutely. And I specifically that incident with the phone, he was so pissed off that I would not put my phone up there.
Yeah.
In that little pocket. Did you pay for it? No. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't even on the fucking phone. I wasn't even on the phone.
I know. So like, what?
I just had
I remember that specifically.
Oh my God.
Like, I remember you and Mother, and like it was just like the most ridiculous obsession that he had.
Yes.
Like, get over it.
And you know what? I didn't tell Mother.
What?
I would sometimes just like come late to his class, like all the time. All the time. And I think that also triggered him a little bit too. Because
would you get notes?
Yes.
Wow.
And that is what would make him mad, was I would always have a reason. And Miss Morris, love you down, she would always just give me a note to be tardy to his class, because I was like, Miss Morris, like, I really can't do it. Like, I cannot be in his class. He is so fucking awful. And she would always write me a note.
Wow.
Every single time. Yeah.
Dang it.
And I think that day he just like had it. He was like so sick of me coming into class late. And he just like had to find something to like argue with me about. And I was like, okay, go ahead. Yell to the fucking wall. I'll go home.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Truly. At this point, I was like, and what? And what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Send me home? Send me home. I'll go home.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Let me go home. God, Miss Morris.
No, that's killing me
incredible.
because like me at that time, like I was actually just tardy. Like I was actually just showing up late just to show late.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, I already missed first period. Like mom's already going to get a call, but all they say is like you miss one or more classes.
Right.
So if I miss 3, she'll never know.
Right.
And then I'll just say like, oh, my excuse was, oh, well, if I'm tardy, I'm going to get ISS if I get 3 tardy. So I might as well just skip the like period. And that was like reasonable for her. Right. Like what? That's like the worst excuse. She should have said like, if you get one more absence, like you're fucked. Like you need to go to ISS.
Yeah.
Like, be tardy, go to ISS.
Did you ever go to ISS?
I did once for my clothing.
Never went to ISS once. You know what I did do? Oh my God. There was in middle school. Mm-hmm. I want to say this was middle school. Mm-hmm. It was 8th grade. I was in like a science class and I can't remember the teacher's name, but I remember we were all in there and for some reason, I don't know if we were just like, we had a sub and we were bad. I think that's what it was. Like there was a sub at some point. Anyways, our guidance counselor that year was this old man and he was fucking awful. He was truly like the most scum on the fucking earth. He was a horrible person. And he pulled us, he like came into the classroom because she had like had it with us. Yeah. And she came into the classroom. Oh my God. No, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. He came into the classroom and obviously he's reaming us out. He's an old ass man. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I'm going to fucking laugh. That shit was funny. That shit was so fucking funny because it's this old ass man with this fuck ass woman standing next to him. And I remember her name was Marilyn. I think her name was Marilyn because we would call her by her first name and it would piss her off.
Oh my gosh.
Piss her off bad. But she got him because they were like fucking besties or something. And he came into the classroom and was yelling at us. And then there was hella people laughing. So he just started pointing at people. You come with me. You come with me. You come with me. You come with me. And I was one of them. But there was literally like 14 of us. So I was like, okay, you're not going to fucking suspend all of us.
Yeah.
And he took us to his office and made us do push-ups. And I did not fucking do those. Absolutely fucking not. I sat there crisscross and he was like, you're not going to do them? You're not going to do them? I was like, no. What? Just send me to fucking ISS. Like I was like in my bad boy era. And I never did. He never sent me to ISS. We just went back to the classroom. And I was like, haha, bitches, y'all all did push-ups and I didn't. There was like me and like one other girl who like just like didn't do them.
No, but I find that weird that like I feel like he felt powerless.
Yeah, like a power. Yeah.
And that was a power move to make you guys do physical.
Yeah.
Something physical. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it
like,
was weird.
I find that very weird.
Because he was like a coach too. That was like his thing was he was like a coach. But he wasn't a coach anymore.
Because not to like bring it up, but like, you know, someone would make us do push-ups.
Yeah.
Or stand in a corner holding books. Mm-hmm. Or do wall squats.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you making me do something?
Right.
It's fucking weird.
It is so strange.
Yeah.
But
that is very weird.
Yeah, like, that was like the closest.
Send you to ISS.
Literally.
That makes no sense.
Like, come on, do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I felt so
But you
so
know,
bad.
Dang, I'm trying to think. I feel like in ROTC,
yeah,
if you did something, you had to do push-ups.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's, yeah.
But that whole thing was
rigged.
It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
I don't want to go too deep into it because I feel like it could be controversial.
Yeah.
But there were men who were over it, and it was almost like if you got on their good side as a girly,
Yeah.
it showed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw right through that shit.
Yeah. Well, one of them is dead now, so.
And that's who I'm talking about. And mom had beef with him too.
And we called him Milk Dead.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't like him?
No, we fucking hated him.
Good.
Because he would be one of the people who, in the morning, he would, like, patrol us in the cafeteria and would, like, fucking yell at us for no fucking reason at all. Like,
he
we're
was
children.
on a power trip.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Yeah, but we called him Milk Dead.
He was very strange.
Yeah.
And only certain people got...
treated kindly.
Yeah, for doing nothing.
Exactly.
But yet there was always an issue with some other people.
Yeah. Yep. Much.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I just like that. Like I thought that was gonna be like, because I did gym.
Yeah.
I just thought like that was gonna be like interesting.
Yeah.
But that was so like far removed in anything that I want in life.
Right.
And being around people who had such like, God, it's just gross. It's icky.
Yeah.
Like the whole like thing, hierarchy shit was fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
I don't know why they do that in schools. I don't know why that's like a thing.
I
like,
think it's a thing
do
because they want to
pre-military.
target 16, 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Join.
Absolutely. That's so true.
And like how much
cash grab.
like they're selling like, oh, you don't have to do gym, but you'll do 3 years of this.
Right.
Which most people are like, yeah, I won't do gym. I'll do this.
Yeah. Which you could literally do 1 semester of gym, or you had to do 2 years of ROTC.
Yeah.
JROTC. Like, that is so
Doesn't make sense.
mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
Why on earth would you? I already don't even want to wear gym clothes, much less a fucking uniform? And look like a fucking dweeb all the time.
When mother like pulls out that photo and she's like, "You were so cute," I literally look like ass. What do you mean?
I do like those photos though, because you're like,
no, it's so bad.
It's like so specific 16, 17-year-old girl. Like, it's so fucking funny.
I'm just glad I've evolved.
And it's so of the time.
It is. It's just.
It's so funny though.
My favorite part is that I didn't turn that uniform in until like a week before graduation, and he was so mad. He fucking hated it.
Good.
He hated that I did not return that uniform until then. And he made sure I knew it too.
And this is making me think of also at my graduation, they were like, don't do any fucking funny business, because it was live streamed.
Yeah.
This wasn't like they didn't ever do that before. This was like the first time like they were live streaming a graduation. And they were like, don't do any fucking funny business because it will be live streamed and you will not graduate.
Yeah.
And we had that girlie go up there and shake hella ass.
Yep. I remember it.
You were real. Her
She
name was
didn't
Bree.
care.
Loved her down.
Yeah.
She literally, oh my God, that shit was so funny. And she graduated. She's like an EMS person now too. She's literally saving lives. Shaking ass and saving lives.
But also, you guys are graduating. Like, who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
It's not a prestigious, like, it's not Harvard.
It's not.
It's not that serious.
At all. Oh my God.
It never will be.
I'm so glad that I graduated a year early.
I know.
Like, I mean, it is like unfortunate that we didn't get like some of the fun, like I didn't do fucking prom or any of that shit.
Yeah.
But truly, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I got out of that hellhole.
Yeah.
Because.
Especially because like you moved and everything. So it was
it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it did.
Because God forbid I had to go to that school.
I know. Last year.
Oh my God, I would have lost it.
I know.
I would have lost it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
It just like,
Ugh.
yeah, it just made sense for you to graduate early.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Like, I can't imagine you like staying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows what would have happened?
Yeah.
Considering I started my job that I have now that fall.
I know.
And I've had it since.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I don't know. Okay, so I want to go ahead and pivot
Okay, we're gonna
back
pivot.
to Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay, pivot. We're pivoting on back. Sorry, we had to do a little trauma unload.
Literally. Once you start, you can't stop.
Literally our entire like school experience.
Oh my gosh.
So back to Super Bowl Sunday.
All right, we are all wondering, who are you rooting for?
I'm going to Disney World. Obviously the Chiefs. I mean, there's nobody else to root for.
No.
The Eagles are not going to win.
And I don't know a single person even on the Eagles.
I have no idea. I know Jason Kelsey was on there and he's not anymore. That's all I know about the Eagles.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
I know.
So,
and at least with the Chiefs, I know Mahomes and Kelsey. So
I know Mahomes. I know Kelsey. That's it.
That's pretty much, right?
That's pretty much, yeah. I know more of the wives than I know
I'm saying
the fucking players on the team, which, I mean, that's just too damn bad, I guess. I don't know.
That's just too damn bad.
That's just too damn
I'm
bad.
tired of this, Grandpa.
Oh, that's too damn bad. You keep digging.
No, it's like, there's just no way I could be like an Eagles stan.
Mm-mm.
Like, I feel like I don't want to be controversial, but I do kind of feel like the Eagles, like, fans are a little
Annoying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To put it kindly.
Yeah.
So.
Which, I mean, I feel like it was the same way with the 49ers last year. Because I was at Taco Mac.
Yeah.
Watching the Super Bowl after work. And it was awful. I mean, just listening. Specifically, we were by this one guy who was like so pissed off about Taylor Swift being there, which, like,
right.
Of course, sit me next to that man.
Right.
And I loved when they won. Oh my God. And he was so pissed off. And he was freaking out because he had bet like $500 on the game.
Okay, 500.
Well, I mean, it was clearly all the money he had. Broke ass man. And
don't be betting your little coins. Like,
exactly.
Keep it.
I mean, he was a waiter he had a lot of waiting to do, clearly. Especially after losing.
Yep.
But he was so pissed off, and I was so up after the Chiefs winning.
Yeah.
Just simply because of that man.
Yeah.
And everyone in that building was going for the 49ers.
That's crazy.
Everybody, except for one girl. She had on a Kelsey shirt, and I was like, I know you're a Swiftie.
Yeah.
I know a Swiftie when I see it.
Yeah.
And we were lit.
Dang.
We were so lit. Literally dyed my hair red that night.
Oh, yeah.
Not because of, I mean, that just kind of had worked out that.
Yeah.
Which I do miss the red.
Remember last year, I was like, yeah, Super Bowl starts at 8. Super Bowl starts at 8. We turn the Super Bowl on at 8. Mm-hmm. It's already halftime. I was like, oh.
Right.
Since when?
Right.
And that's why, like, when we checked it,
mm-hmm. That actually makes so much sense considering we went to Taco Mac after work and it was the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, thank God it starts early. I can't do another Grammys.
No.
The Grammys that has to be a once a year thing.
Yeah.
Because that is so long and it
so
always runs over.
But the fact that the red carpet started at 6 and we didn't end till midnight, and there was pre-red carpet.
Yes, there's pre-red carpet, the regular red carpet, and then the actual Grammys. But then I'm like, how? Like, that is a full... I was watching a vlog of this one makeup artist. She was like, she had done 2 people's makeup for the Grammys that day.
Mm-hmm.
She had an appointment at 5:30, an appointment at 7:30 a.m.
Wow.
For their makeup.
That's nuts.
And the Grammys started at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
For them.
Such a long day.
Like, and then you have the red carpet, the pre-ceremony, the actual red carpet, the actual ceremony, and then all the after parties.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally going for like 20 hours.
Well, I know they're going on something.
Ask Charlie XCX.
Yep.
I'm sure she got plenty.
I'm sure she does.
Did you see the vinyl that she did?
No.
It was like a vinyl and it was filled with white powder.
No way.
Yeah, and it got completely removed and pulled and stopped production because there were hella people that were like, this is crazy for you to be doing. Which, one, I would have bought it. I would have bought it because it's like, that is like kind of like Charlie XCX's brand.
Yeah.
Like, she's like a party girl. Like, that's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which I will say that like a lot of it was like annoying Swifties being like, why, if Taylor Swift did this, imagine. Well, yeah, because that's not Taylor Swift saying.
Yeah. Like, well, Charlie XCX is definitely not PG
at all.
So I don't know if they're trying to make the argument of like your audience, her audience needs to be 21 and over.
Yeah, exactly. Because they are.
Yeah.
And no wonder she had the last performance at the Grammys. She had to make sure all the kids were asleep.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, which I don't know, kind of perfect segue into the Grammys.
1,000%.
But you can say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like a lot of people do get, unfortunately, very offended easily with like artists, because if it's too like inappropriate, I guess they're like, you can't do that, you can't be like that, you can't blah blah blah.
Right.
But like, if you really care, monitor your kids.
Exactly.
Take away the 4-year-old's phone. I don't know.
Exactly. And this is also making me think about when she went on tour in the UK. Mm-hmm. This was prior to the Sweat Tour happening. She had done like 4 shows in the UK, and the tour poster was a baggie. It was like a little baggie, like a quarter size baggie, and had like the tour dates inside of it. And the UK government was like, you cannot promote this in our country because it's promoting drugs.
Wow.
And she put a sandwich behind it. She put a sandwich in the picture with the dates over it and was like, it's a sandwich bag. Y'all, it's obviously a sandwich bag.
Oh my God.
And that's how she promoted it.
Wow.
Yeah. But like, that's literally her thing. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand Charlie XCX.
No, but what about when like Miley Cyrus had Bangers come out? That was okay.
Like, which, I mean, yeah. I mean, and maybe like she just had to, I feel like Miley Cyrus was really like, she spearheaded it. She had to put on that golden G string.
Yeah.
To like,
but
let
Bangers
these bitches
is
have
like,
absolutely.
So good.
It is so good. And honestly, like, Olivia Rodrigo would never be a thing if it wasn't for Miley Cyrus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, she says fuck in like every one of her songs.
Yeah.
As like a 17, like on her first album, as a 17-year-old Disney girl. And that was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus, like, thank you for doing the work that you did, truly, because we wouldn't be where we are now if it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
And like, kind of Demi Lovato too, but like, she's kind of like a flop a little bit.
I know,
which is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because some of it I do like.
Absolutely. It's just like the issue with her doing a I Got Sober documentary and then completely goes off the rails, comes back, I'm a different person, here's a new documentary, goes off the rails again, almost dies, comes back, the art of starting over, I'm different, I'm a different girl now.
Yeah.
Which
I also just saw a TikTok of her like coming back to TikTok for 2025.
Oh, I have not seen that.
It's just like her saying like, I'm back or something.
Yeah.
I was like, where'd you go?
Right. I mean,
don't know.
I know she like was like trying to like go off the like Taylor Swift bandwagon and like releasing the rock versions of her songs.
Okay.
She was doing like Cool for the Summer rock version, Skyscraper rock version.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was like Demi's version or something like that. Which is like, I mean, you're literally just doing like the Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like a little too soon to be doing that. You know what I mean?
It's weird.
Yeah. Which, I mean, more on that at 11.
That's fine.
But anyways.
Okay.
So welcome back, Ramblers.
No, but I wanted to say that like 10 minutes in.
I know.
After I brought up Kai.
Yeah.
And then like all I had to do was mention 4th grade and then you spiraled.
Yeah.
Yeah. But welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Oh my God, I never even got to say my 4th grade thing, but like that's for another day.
God. That's what we hear for 3 hours.
But welcome back, everybody. So today we're gonna be talking about the Grammys. The Grammys happened, and we have some thoughts. So I guess we should just like start like at the beginning of the night.
Yeah, I would like to start
with like fashion.
We can start with fashion. I have I'll let you. Yeah, you go. You start us.
Okay.
You start us off.
Okay. I was just gonna do like best and worst dressed in my opinion, and then you can like do yours too.
Okay. That sounds great.
So to start us off, really, like I just want to talk about best dressed. Let's talk about best dressed first, okay? Best dressed in my opinion, I would say I loved Sabrina Carpenter's look. Sabrina Carpenter looked incredible. Her little blue getup, I love. Like she looks so good in blue.
So pretty. That blue specifically.
So good. And another person that I loved, I mean Chapel Roan. Like that beautiful gown that she was in. She always has to serve a look, and for this to be like her first Grammys, like that was incredible. And then finally, like the HBIC Taylor Swift coming in her little red getup that nobody was expecting. Truly, like that threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Her little T charm, which who knows what that stands for. Does it stand for Taylor? Does it stand for Taylor's version? Does it stand for Travis? Does it stand for 12? Her 12th album. She had 12 jewels on her earrings. I don't know.
Okay, quick.
I don't know.
Real quick, because this is the perfect time to say.
Okay.
Quote, "Fuck the awards. I don't care who wins. What is she wearing?" End quote.
And what can I say? What can I say? Like, truly, fuck the awards. It only mattered what she was wearing, because what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, truly, that is...
No, because you sitting on the couch, us watching, us saying, oh, Taylor's walking in, you see it, and you're like, oh my God, her cooter cat's out. Oh my God, fuck the awards. I don't care who wins. What is she wearing? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, but her coming in red, first off, what are we doing? That was not on the docket.
Okay.
You could either do white for Tortured Poets, or you had to do black for Reputation. Like, that was the only two colors you were allowed. 2, yeah, her cooter cat was out. That was literally the shortest thing that she's ever worn to the Grammys. Like, the only other thing that I can think of is the dress that she had on for when she won Folklore in 2020, but that came down like a little like at the knee. She was doing like modest girl, like prairie girl flower dress. But this, she literally was doing boom, tits up, cooter cat hanging out, and like a little fucking T-charm.
We might as well just have like a picture of what is it, Benji?
Benjamin.
Yeah. On her leg.
Benjamin, Olivia, Meredith, one of them. Like, because their cooter cat was like, I'm sorry. Like, it literally was. Like, that shit was short as hell.
Yeah.
Doing leg. She was doing hella leg.
Went on for miles, for real.
Truly. And she looked incredible. So, yeah, that was my best dressed. Worst dressed. Man. If I could... And you know what? Like, I'll put in photos for this because it is necessary. Number 1, Jaden Smith, what the fuck are you doing here? Get the castle off your goddamn head. You look like a goddamn fool. Number 2, Troye Sivan. You have blessed me. You have blessed me with one of the worst photos I have ever seen taken of somebody. And it is it is my lock screen. Like that, it is, you look like if Ellen DeGeneres was 20. You look like you smell like lavender. You look like
No, not just lavender, like lavender bath.
Lavender that exactly. And like, but like from 2009 Bath and Body Works collection.
Yeah. And he gets it every year at the semi-annual sale.
Exactly. And you look like you could be the late Queen Elizabeth's second cousin. You looked a goddamn fool, and I'm so sorry they let you step out the house looking like that. But this one specific photo of, I didn't know they were bringing 0.5s to fucking Grammys, but like that photo is so horrific, and if I were you, I would get it scrubbed from the internet. But unfortunately, I do have a copy, and it will be staying on my phone for forever. So that was my best and worst dressed, honestly. So, I mean, go over it on over to you. What's your best and worst?
I literally don't know how to, like, even top that. Oh, my gosh. Okay, my best, I said it then. I'm going to say it now. And that is Benson Boone in his blue jumpsuit.
Absolutely.
I loved that. When he pulled that out, I said, okay, the deep neck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like...
Benson.
He might as well have had that thing go all the way.
I mean, shit. His Benson Booner was hanging out practically.
No, because him adjusting.
No, like
I was
what?
like, oh,
on live TV.
He said the flips. It was wonky.
Right.
Had to
Him
fix.
saying, "Oh, sorry, it was tight."
Oh, it was tight.
We could tell.
Yeah.
We could trust. We know. We know.
We saw.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, I liked that.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, there were like girly pops who had cute like fits and stuff. But once he pulled that out, I was like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And I will like also kind of just like go ahead and give this to you because I know that you like should talk about this, Doechii.
I was already gonna say when she won her award,
yeah,
the like pants, I loved it.
So good.
I loved it.
I will send you a video of her going over her Grammys looks. Mm-hmm. It was her talking about it like before the Grammys happened,
mm-hmm.
like picking them out. Mm-hmm. And that video, I was like, this makes so much sense. Like she has a vision.
Oh yeah.
So I will send that to you.
Yeah, you have to.
So that you can watch it because I was like, wow, she's an artist.
Yeah. And then least fave. I'm trying to think for my least favorite fit. It's really hard for me to say the least favorite fit. I know who I was gonna say. I was gonna say I don't know her name, but Kanye West's wife. Lack thereof.
Yes.
Least favorite hairstyle was Miley Cyrus's.
Okay. No, for sure. I understand that. Yeah. It is a choice.
Yeah. Her fit was gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh,
the dress was beautiful.
Absolutely.
But the hairstyle, I was like, just cut it.
Yeah. I can see that for sure. But. And like, this could be one of the craziest things I've ever said. But I do kind of like hers more than Billy's. Because her and Billy like kind of have the same haircut right now. But I like that hers is more like boom and then like boom, like long hair. Because Billy's looks like she was gonna do a bob, but like they had to stop like halfway through and she like didn't know what to do. So they like kind of made it look like a layer situation. Because those
it looks
pieces
like
are
shaggy almost.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, like I'm not kind of getting the vision.
Yeah. I'm
not like quite sure what the idea behind it was.
I don't like either of them really.
Yeah.
And I don't love the like, that's not mullet. Like I feel like it doesn't make sense like a mullet.
Yeah. But. Do you remember Ava Max? She was a girl who had a bob right here and then her hair was longer on this side. Okay. You remember this at all? No. She sang that one song. It was like Kings and Queens. Or the fucking Sweet Psycho song. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho. She had like blonde hair, but half of it was a bob and the other half was longer. And it kind of made me think of that, but like not fully committing
Yeah.
to it. It's like,
Yeah.
shit, I mean, if you're gonna do Ava Max, like do Ava Max, like go crazy, go
I see what
stupid.
you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of I really liked Miley's. I feel like it looked good on her, but she also is just like a pretty girl.
Yeah.
But like same thing with Billie. Like Billie is gorgeous, but like I don't know. It just like wasn't. Maybe it was because I could see Miley's better because her hair was like different
Lighter.
color. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you really can't. I mean, Billie's is really dark right now.
Yeah.
So I do think that
It's
makes a
strange.
difference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm not sure.
yeah. You looking at your notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, but this was like after. So Doechii won Best Rap Album of the Year.
Yes.
Which for me was like highlight of the night.
Absolutely.
Well, second or first highlight. The second highlight was Doechii performing.
Yes.
My jaw was to the floor. Didn't pick it up for the rest of the night.
Right.
Because I was so like, because that was truly the best thing where Benson Boone performs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite outfit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's, and I'm like, and then there's just hella ass.
Like
Not right away, but
in a split.
dude,
Truly, like I think that will go down as like one of the best performances in Grammys history.
it was the best fucking performance. I want her to release a tour so fucking bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking bad.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
her video after the or not video, the
song
after the Grammys. Yeah. Bitch.
Oh, that shit was.
Dude, I love her. I am obsessed.
Absolutely.
I am obsessed with her.
Absolutely.
Because she's like a force to be reckoned with. And when she said I'm the third, no, she had to correct herself. There's only been three black women who've won Rap Album of the Year.
Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and Doechii.
Like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That just like, I wanted that so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy she won.
Absolutely.
Like, she deserved it. Her face was just like pure, like, what the fuck?
Shock. She like truly was not. She was like, it was almost like she knew she deserved it.
Yeah.
But she like had accepted that she wasn't going to get it.
Yeah.
Because like, even like with the speech that she had written, it was like, yeah, only two people in the almost 20 years or the almost
30. Because
40.
1989.
Almost 40 years
Shit.
that this has gone on. There has been 2 women to win.
What the fuck?
What about Missy Elliott? What about Nicki Minaj? What about literally every fucking woman who has like put so much.
But I honestly
into their
didn't
rap.
even think about Missy Elliott, and that's crazy that she never won.
No, I know.
That's crazy.
And also, like, yeah, it truly like is mind boggling.
Yeah.
At,
And,
like,
and the
how
fact
many.
that like when we were talking last week and we were like, I mean, Doechii, obviously like she's been working at it.
Yes.
But like, I'm sure other people and like I just recently like found Doechii.
Yeah.
And like really like started listening to her, and like she's like, I don't know, like she's really what's the word, like she's just
A force to be reckoned with.
yeah, but like she just like
Captivates you.
yes,
Yeah.
like she's gorgeous, the way she
yeah.
talks, the way she doesn't give a fuck.
I feel like that was like your Chapel Roan moment.
For sure.
Because like that's exactly how I felt like with Chapel Roan when she was like becoming popular. It was like, y'all don't get it. Like y'all aren't, like I'm seeing something a little bit more than y'all are.
Yeah.
And like I need y'all to get on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like, yeah, I mean, the like only thing I ever remember from Doechii was like way like a couple years ago. She had like a song with, I want to say it was like Doja Cat.
Okay.
Or something like that, but she had a
there's one with
completely
Kendrick
different
Lamar.
sound.
Or not Kendrick Lamar.
Tyler,
Kodak
the Creator.
Black.
Song with Kodak Black.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was Doja Cat.
Mm-hmm.
She had a song with.
Okay.
Or somebody. It was somebody. And I like remembered her name.
Mm-hmm.
And like, cause she sounded weird.
Mm-hmm.
She was like doing something different.
Oh, okay.
But it was nothing like what she's doing now.
Gotcha.
This is like a whole different thing.
Yeah.
She was like very like, she was making like weird girl music.
Mm-hmm.
Like Doja Cat. Doja Cat before, when she was making like literally like bitch I'm a cow, like that's the kind of music she was making.
Okay.
Which obviously now what she makes is like a lot more art.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's a lot different.
But also I
sure.
feel like Doechii is very versatile.
Absolutely.
So I think that's also like really, I think that's like appealing to a lot of people.
For sure.
And like just in general, like someone who can really like expand themselves and push their like box and stuff like that.
For sure.
So
she definitely has like a long career ahead of her.
Yeah.
Very long career.
Chapel Roan. And
Absolutely.
I was so happy. Like, I know you talked about Chapel Roan, but when like the Pink Pony Club stuff started going around and I was like, let me watch this video.
Yeah.
And like, it was so good.
Yeah.
Her voice is stunning.
Absolutely.
And like, I'm so happy she performed that at the
I am
Grammys.
too.
It was just beautiful.
It had to be something different than what she did at the VMAs, because that just like, I mean, it was a good performance, so to speak, but it wasn't like the best thing. It wasn't like the Chaperone I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like, it was like a little different.
Yeah.
And I'm glad
like
that she
more
went
tame,
with those.
you think?
Not even that. It was more so like, it was just like she was like doing, I don't know. It was almost like she was like cosplaying as Chaperone.
Oh, okay.
It was like she wasn't like being herself fully. It was like a little weird, which obviously I do believe that it was just like, it was her first award show, and like she was like nervous as fuck because everybody was putting pressure on her.
Yeah.
And like now she has finally like had a massive break. She was ready to come back and like take the world by storm again.
Yeah.
And she did, of course.
Yeah.
Of course she did, because she's Chaperone.
Yeah.
And I was either wanting her to perform Pink Pony Club or Hot to Go, because like those are like two incredible songs that like really show how good she is. And like, I mean, Pink Pony Club, like it just makes so much sense for her to sing that as like her first song, considering that was literally a song that she made for her past record label, and she never even got to put it out because they were like, this is trash, like this is never gonna go anywhere. And now she's performing it. She won Best New Artist with that song.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I loved that everyone had like the clown makeup, and like her explaining like why she's always gonna paint her face white.
Exactly.
And she's really like, fuck you bitches.
Yep.
Y'all aren't shit. Look at where you're at. Look at where I am.
Exactly. I'm at the Grammys and you're not.
Literally, like,
yeah.
I just love that.
And the fact that
I
literally
love a good metaphor.
Cam was one of her backup dancers.
Obsessed. Because what did we say?
We
were like,
said it.
I know.
We literally fucking said it.
I know.
And
when
I
you
would
told
not
me,
be surprised if he is at her fucking next tour.
He has to be.
Because because they are literally on opposite schedules now. Taylor Swift and Chaperone are on opposite schedules. This could not be more fucking perfect for my life, because there will be a Chaperone tour and then there will be a Taylor Swift tour.
Yeah.
And Cam can be on both of them.
Yeah.
So
because Cam is amazing. And I just couldn't believe that we were like, Cam has to be there. Cam has to be on her tour. He has to be a dancer.
Yeah.
And then you're like, Cam was there. What?
Insane.
That's crazy.
So insane.
And then I did see the pictures that he shared on his Instagram.
Yeah.
And I love that he got so much recognition, like from the Eras
know.
tour.
Literally.
I love that for him, because I think he's probably an amazing like person, you know,
dancer,
yeah,
performer. Yeah, he's just like an all around like good person, especially with like how highly he like holds them like in regard. Like,
yep,
Cam is incredible, truly.
I agree.
Yeah. And
but I'm also
Jump Bar is
curious to
stunning, too.
see like her tour, like who, I mean, she's got to have some like crazy like people to come along with her.
Oh my god, like,
because I'm sure there's like so many people from the drag community that she will involve.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm very like eager to see what's gonna come.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know if you saw this, but when she had posted the thing about, I don't know if you heard too, but the person who called her out, did you hear when I said that she was like, I'm donating 25,000, match it?
Yeah.
Well, after she posted that, she had posted like 4 artists that she really likes that are like up and coming.
Yeah.
And she was like, these are the people that y'all need to go and support because they're making incredible art. And she shared them. And I was thinking, like, with what you're saying, like how she is like a big, what's the word? Like, proponent. Is that the word I'm looking for like the drag community? If I was thinking, like, would she still continue that as a tradition to like have the drag performers open up her shows? Which I don't know if she would, if they are like, she's literally going to be doing like arenas.
Yeah.
I would think it would be like a musician to open it.
Right.
Which,
because I wonder if there will be a few. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like she'll have someone open, but I feel like she will have people who will be at every tour.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be probably auditions, and whoever, you know, makes the cut in a sense would be on tour with her.
For sure. 100%.
Because I feel like when you went, it made sense for her to like get different like drag from that area to come out. But I think on a grand scheme, it would make sense for her to have like people,
drag performers, like be her like dancers and stuff like that. For sure. 100%.
Or whatever it is that she does. Like, but I am excited to see, like,
oh my god,
obviously it would be an honor for whoever, because she's just very passionate, outspoken. She's not wavering, and that's what I absolutely love about her and Doechii. They are like, this is what we're gonna do, and y'all can suck it,
period.
And look at what they won.
Literally,
like, look at what they did.
It's truly so incredible.
Like,
god.
And not everyone, and like I wanted to say that too, like specifically like Chapel and Alicia Keys and Lady Gaga. Like that, they deserve like accolades for speaking up, because
because it's not always the easiest thing to do. And obviously, like, specifically for Chapel and Doechii, like, that is a hard thing for them to do, considering they are still developing artists. Like, they're still small. They're not, I mean, to a certain extent.
They don't like have what Alicia Keys
billionaires with
years and years of,
like, they're not like legends yet. And it is easier for people like Lady Gaga and Alicia Keys to speak on stuff like that when they have a legacy behind them. So like for Chapel Roan to make such an important statement at literally the peak of her career
with
so
her little
far,
book.
Like diary in hand. My hat is gonna fall, but it's gonna be okay. Yeah, it is, girl. Yeah, it is. It is gonna be okay. Truly, like, oh my god. And then Kendrick Lamar won 2 awards.
And he performs tomorrow. And it's just crazy.
With Scissor. Oh, I'm so excited.
I am too.
Oh my god, I'm so
like
excited.
I know it's gonna be so good.
And then when Taylor Swift comes out,
he's not gonna pull out the rollerblades like Usher.
No,
because when he pulled out the rollerblades, I was like, what the
We're doing
fuck are we
We're doing
doing?
Kid Super Bowl.
Kids Bop.
Oh my god, no, I'm so excited.
I am too.
so excited. It is gonna be so good.
I know.
Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
And that's what DVDs do to me.
Which, I mean, I'm really hoping that he just like, which, I mean, it is like a Super Bowl thing. Like, the thing is that they perform their hits. And, like, I know his hits.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to do, like, something crazy and him just perform from, like, this album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would hate if he did something like that. I really need him to perform the hits. Which, if he's doing it with SZA,
Yeah.
he's bound to perform the hits. Because All the Stars is, like, one of his biggest songs.
Yeah.
And that song is so good. And I cannot believe we're going to be seeing
they
SZA.
always do, like, such a variety of songs.
For sure.
So I'm sure he will.
And it literally is, like, it's a pretty long performance, is it not? It's, like,
10
15
minutes or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah. It's
I'm
going to be
so excited. God.
I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to, like, whatever with the Eagles. I'm not even going to know what the fuck is going on with them.
Yeah.
But, like, I was just very impressed with the way, like, Mahomes, like, played last year.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end, because it was like, are they going to win?
Right.
And then he was just like, boom, 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 bop, bam. Type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand.
Hey.
And that's exactly what he did.
Quite literally.
I was impressed. I was like, oh shit,
they
this
won
all
out
him?
of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was literally so, it was like very much so, we're so back. We're so done.
Yeah.
We're so back.
No,
we're
but
screwed. We're
also,
so back.
it killed me that they were like, next year, like, it's going to be
3P. 3P.
I was like, damn.
You just won the fucking, hold on.
Like, calm down.
We're on number 2 where you just won.
So now I'm like, what are we going to say this year?
4P. 4P. Hey, we're going for 4. Which, if they do win this year, that's literally history.
Oh, also, just a touch, because I've been seeing on TikTok,
Yeah.
people commenting on, and like, okay, sometimes it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because we forget that this is people's jobs, okay?
Right.
So not everyone can say their political views or get into religious views
Yes.
while they're at work.
Exactly.
With the press discussing, they're asked a question by an interviewer, a very basic question, and they give you a very, very basic response, and then all of a sudden it's like, we're never going to forget, blah, blah, blah. How could you respond that way?
Exactly.
About, like, the Chiefs responding about the president.
That is like, that was such a media trained answer to give. Like, it was smart to not be too specific, because if he was, there probably would have been a lot less viewers at the Super Bowl. A lot of less money made. Like, it is smarter to not be specific with that kind of stuff. Which I did see that there was another guy, which we're talking about Travis's response, obviously. Yeah. But I did see that there was another guy who got asked the same question, and because obviously she was like, "Are you going to play any differently, knowing that the president is going to be in the stadium?" And he was like, "No." Which, like,
but that was a different question that she asked.
I mean, it was pretty similar though.
Were they?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, because he got asked, like, how are you going to play knowing that the president's going to be going to be watching you?
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, I mean, it's an honor to have the president. Obviously, he said it in a way that was like, fuck, I have to answer this question. He didn't say Trump. He didn't say, like, he just made it like, it's an honor to have the president of the United States there.
Exactly.
And, like, he's going to do his best no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
because I think I know what you're talking about. The other person was a very like short response, but
Yeah.
I feel like the way she worded the question enabled it to be like that.
I mean, yes and no, because I mean, it was pretty similar.
Okay, I'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah, it was pretty similar. He was just like, but he was very blunt with it. He was like, no.
Yeah.
And then he like looked away to like another person to like get asked
Yeah.
another question, which if Travis would have done that, like there would have been backlash.
Yeah.
Because also that other guy, that he's not one of the biggest players on the team.
I know.
He's just like a random guy.
Yeah, I saw him, I believe, Mahomes and Kelsey respond to a president-related question.
Oh, I didn't even see Mahomes respond
Yeah,
to one.
and
What did he
Mahomes
say?
kind of said something similar to Kelsey.
Yeah.
He didn't just say yes or no. It was like something along the lines of that. We'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
But none of which to me were
Hoorah, I'm
anything
so happy
out
that
of
Trump
the
is going to be
line.
there. Yeah.
Nothing was
Yeah.
out of line.
Right.
And also, like, when I was working, I didn't go into politics.
Right.
Because
It's just not something you
it
do.
wasn't something appropriate to do, because
Yeah.
I already knew, like,
What the answers
most
were going to
people
be.
weren't going to align with what I like.
Exactly.
And I'm going to argue with men.
The wall.
I'm not
Literally
gonna do
a
that.
fucking wall.
You know, and they already knew when I would say, like, I'm not going to talk about politics.
They already knew what your answer was to that. Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
just like with religion, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I think that when you're obviously, like, the NFL is huge for Americans.
Yes.
That's like
Yeah.
a very big
That
sport
is
for us.
The biggest.
So,
And it's like one of the biggest moneymakers
Yeah.
in the country as well.
and like, I don't know if Biden ever went to a Super Bowl.
I have no fucking. I don't ever remember him
Okay, I don't.
being there.
So, like, I think that's why also they're making it a big deal, because, like,
Yeah.
Trump's making it a point to go.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. And I think
I don't
like,
know. It's just
Yeah.
like the odds that he's going,
Yeah.
and
at the same
then,
time,
like, you know, Taylor Swift, obviously he does not align with him.
Yes.
So
and
I
he has
think-
been very vocal about hating Taylor Swift
Exactly.
too. So I think it just caught a lot of people off guard for him to give a politically I guess like a politically correct answer,
Yeah.
or like a media trained answer for the question, rather
Mm-hmm.
than being like saying something like
But
avant-garde.
I feel like that is something that he is definitely, they are probably following guidelines that they are
Absolutely.
required to follow
Yeah,
in order not to be in trouble
exactly.
with,
the team,
Yeah.
or, literally anything like
yeah.
that.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I don't know. I think that it's kind of weird for younger people to make comments on
Yeah.
someone's response when it
Has
wasn't
truly
anything
nothing
that
to do with them
Yeah,
at all.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, they're being interviewed. They have to answer questions, like,
Yeah. And
in
like,
short.
if you are also like somebody like Travis Kelce, who is dating one of the most famous people in the
Mm-hmm.
world, your answer is going to be picked apart regardless about what you say.
Exactly.
So like, for him to ride the line, like that was his best
But
move.
you also have to remember last year when their teammate went and talked at a college
Yeah.
graduation, I believe.
Yeah.
And he said really wild shit. They also had to respond to that when they were interviewed.
Exactly.
And they were like, well, you know, he's okay, like, on the
He said,
team or
"What are you
whatever.
saying?" Yeah.
Like,
That's one of our teammates, and he had comments to make.
yeah, like, those are his views.
Exactly.
So, I mean, even then, like, that guy was kind of out of line for what he said at the graduation. It was really
Right.
crazy
Yeah.
to talk to women who just graduated that way.
Yeah.
Like, diminishing what their success.
Exactly.
And, you know, again, like, his teammates are being questioned on something that he did.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
they're being questioned on the president just coming. Like,
yeah.
they're just there to play and win the Super Bowl.
Literally.
Like,
literally.
don't pick apart their response and say, like, I'll never forget.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is just, it's ridiculous. But I'm so excited to see what Taylor Swift wears. I'm excited to see her outfit. Nothing matters. I don't care who wins the Super Bowl.
I really want the Chiefs to win because I love their like commentary at the end.
Absolutely.
And like I like to see Travis like sing his song and be like,
and I want to see Taylor Swift on that field.
Yeah.
I want to see her on that field, and I want to see them have their little smooch, and then that's it. And then the Super Bowl's over.
Yep.
And then she can release Reputation.
But also, I'm super excited for all the commercials and movie trailers. We saw like what, 8 movie trailers last year.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
That's
excited.
Hype.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm
excited for the
that.
things that we don't know yet.
I am too.
So ready.
That's gonna be. I love that.
And that's literally.
I love all the little surprises.
I know.
Fun commercials.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's literally. I mean, by this time tomorrow, we'll know everything. We'll know all of that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I know.
Fuck, if the Eagles win, I'm going to be so pissed off.
I am too.
I'm going to be so pissed. Just as pissed as I was when fucking Beyonce won Album of the Year.
I'm going to be Billie Eilish in the stand.
I am going to be Billie Eilish too. I'm going to be like.
Fighting back tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really all we got to say.
Yeah. It was unfortunate.
Honestly,
like, what was it? Like, anything past 11:30 didn't count?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we were pretty much.
Yeah, because it was supposed to end 11:30 and it didn't.
Yeah.
So anything past 11:30, which unfortunately Charlie's performance did occur after 11:30, but honestly, cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Not that it was bad, but like,
no,
yeah.
it wasn't. But I mean, yeah,
it wasn't.
It could have been better.
Yeah. Well, I don't like how they had her start outside.
I kind of liked that because I mean, if you would have known background details, like it would have made more sense. The Von Dutch video, which is the song that she started with, that's kind of how the Von Dutch video went. It was like her, like the paparazzi following her and like at an airport.
Oh, okay.
That was like the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So like her hitting the camera and stuff like that, that was like a reference to her music video. And also having like Alex Consani there was like, oh my God, she's the diva. Like I love Alex Consani so much.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I mean, that kind of, it like made a little bit of sense, but I was so confused why when they were doing the performance, Brett Green wasn't like in the background. Like when they were doing like the whole like throwing panties and all that everywhere and it was like a club rager, why was green not the background? And it was like a blue white color.
Yeah.
So weird. It should have been green.
Yeah.
It would have made so much more sense if it was green.
Right.
Because that was literally like that's Brat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But
also, real quick before you move on, Janelle Monáe.
Yes. Doing Michael Jackson.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. She literally
so
embodied Michael Jackson.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And I'm not even like the biggest like Michael Jackson fan.
Me either,
I couldn't care less about Michael Jackson. Yeah. But
we do listen to Thriller every Halloween.
But yeah, that it does come on.
So
it does come on.
But nonetheless, I did like
that was crazy.
That's what we needed to talk about really quick.
What?
I know we're gonna end soon.
But
the second best thing about Grammy night was something special coming to Peacock.
Oh my God. Y'all. When we found out that the Wicked movie was coming to Peacock, all shit was lost.
Yep.
All shit was, that was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
A gorgeous way to find out.
Yes.
Which, like, I mean, we kind of should have known that it was going to happen like that, considering they had, like, the Wicked, like, behind the scenes this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I just, like, wasn't expecting it to, like, come. Like, I wasn't, like, that wasn't on the forefront of my mind. So when they did say that it was coming to Peacock, I was like, oh, my God.
I know.
It's Coronation Day.
Literally, I'm so
That's what
excited.
it felt like. No, I'm so, oh, my God. We have to watch it on the OLED.
Yeah, we do.
God.
I just, like, no, but, like, every time I listen... Like, I already know once we watch the movie and, like, I see her perform Defying Gravity again, like,
yeah,
it's going to be, like, the only thing I can listen to for a week.
Exactly.
Because her truly, like, she just, like, it's, like, it takes over my soul.
Yeah.
She's just,
like,
the most...
her voice is so fucking insane. And her performing at the Grammys, too.
It was beautiful.
Oh, my God. I fear she is, like... probably the greatest singer of all time.
I know.
Like, I would say she's better than Whitney Houston. She's better than Adele. She's better than fucking she's literally the best vocalist I've ever heard in my life.
I agree.
Like,
and like we talk about if there's ever an opportunity to hear her sing live, I have to go. I know I'll cry. I know I'll have goosebumps. I will have an out of body experience.
yes.
But I will also feel that way when Doechii goes on tour. But nonetheless, like, like,
yeah.
But for sure, like, Cynthia is like unmatched.
Once in a millennium talent.
And like, it's just crazy that she was singing at the Grammys and she's not winning a Grammy.
She's not even nominated for a Grammy.
Like her, oh my gosh, man.
Yeah. That was so beautiful. It was so stunning, which... By the way, they are performing at the Oscars.
Oh, yes.
So we are going to trust we will have an Oscars episode.
Yeah. But when's the Oscars?
That's
March
17th. Yes.
Gotcha.
Wait, no, March 2nd. March 2nd.
Oh,
Before
yes.
we go on vacation. Yes. March 2nd. So we have to film that.
Yeah.
Prior to vacation, which honestly, I mean, that's going to be so scary because considering I probably will not have an off day, we're going to have to figure that out.
Yeah.
I'll probably work a morning sometime that week.
Okay.
Hopefully the day after we could just like get it over with and film it and be done.
Okay.
But anywho, figuring out our schedule on here.
What's it?
Any other comments, concerns?
I think so. Let me double check.
Because we've been talking for over 2 hours. I'm so shocked. Because we came in here with literally not an ounce of energy.
No, but I still don't have energy.
I don't either. But
I've been like,
yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, you're done?
I'm done. I have nothing left to say.
Well.
Do you?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. I feel like this was jam-packed and eventful.
This was. And I mean, there was 2 things on my docket, but like, those would literally take so long to talk about. And I'm not...
Well, we didn't know we were going to deep dive. All I literally have to do is mention 4th grade and he goes in. I'm so sorry.
What can I say? I mean, in 4th grade, Miss Bailey, we did like this rain project and it was about the cycles of water. We literally put water in baggies and taped it to the window and we watched condensation happen. We literally made a rain cloud in a bag and that was incredible. So.
Oh my God.
Come back next week for more.
Oh my gosh.
Come back next week for more.
That was it. This picture behind us, this is exactly how it was outside today.
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
It was so
stunning.
But then this is how it was all day until we decide to play basketball.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's blue skies.
Sunny as can be.
Except 4 minutes into said game,
yeah,
it started getting toxic and it went back to this.
Yeah, our negative energy filled the sky with clouds.
Which is just nuts.
Which, I mean, and then as soon as we came back inside, sun came out again.
Yeah.
It's like they really hate us.
Yeah.
But
we really are a force to be reckoned with.
We are. So, like,
share,
comment, subscribe.
Let us know what your predictions are for the Super Bowl. If you're Eagles fans,
We don't want
get
to
out
hear
of our
from you.
comments.
We literally don't want to hear from a single Eagles fan.
Mm.
Also rate us 5 stars on literally every platform to ever exist.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Yay.
Bye.